So today we're going to look at the sixth chakra. And the sixth chakra is our right to see, kind of see and be present. And I like to think of this as kind of the higher seeing of a higher perspective, and to hear the ideas to dispel illusion. And illusion comes from all of our preconceived ideas of life, of ourself, of what we perceive as others in the world. Um, we also, could be our perception of God or the divine. So pretty much all of our beliefs have some level of truth for ourself, but it's only a truth coming from a very limited perspective. And so as yogis, yoginis, people on a spiritual journey, we have to first acknowledge that our perception has come from a limited perception. And so our concepts of what is safe, right? So when we have feelings of fear, it will pull our awareness through our beliefs and trigger emotions that pull us out of this present moment. And so when we have distressing emotions, whatever that might be, it could be fear, a lot of it is fear based, guilt, shame, sadness, lack of worthiness. These are all of the feelings that come from our ego-based mind that pull us out of the present moment. And in the idea is that in the present moment, we can experience safety and love and compassion. And with that, we can be fully open to seeing a more expanded universe. And so we'll practice this today on our mat, our lavatory, for all ideas and concepts. And the beauty I liked about yoga that really connected me to it was that there's nothing you have to believe. Understanding is the first concepts, and that's where the teachings come. And then starting to notice that truth and how if it brings us an experience of more light and love, embracing these ideas, then I would say grab it, because that is where the higher truth lies, is with the divine. And that is always of love and light and peace. So if it brings more peace, you might want to look into that. So if you've been sitting cross-legged, go ahead and switch the cross. And allowing the body, the body made of the earth quality of this earth, allowing it to rest on it and feeling stable in this moment. So as you close your eyes, just feel where the body sits on the earth. And from that, allowing the body to relax on the earth, let the spine rise upward towards the crown of the head. And here, as I mentioned, our sixth chakra, third eye, which is our right to see. So seeing a higher truth today, but also seeing our programs, seeing the ego-based programs that we have created that bring blinders to the clarity. So with that, bringing the hands in Anjali Mudra, taking a deep breath in. Om. hands. One of the ways of awaking this sixth is doing crossbody action and also twists. So this will be a part of asymmetrical poses that we're doing, kind of balancing right and left sides of the body. So first of all, we'll get, oops, excuse me. All right, we'll try that again. Oops, someone else is on. Hold on. Oops. Okay, now I got everybody. Hi. Lost people for a moment there. I lost myself. All right, we're just to recap, we're looking at sixth chakra and staying focused and present. So that's kind of our focus today. So we're going to be doing cross body things and some twisting today, all kind of coming back into our right to see a higher truth and to be present. So let's start with the fingertips to the side, balancing right and left body. So inhale the left arm up, allow the shoulder blades to relax down the back, and then exhale, extend over to the right. So nice full waves of breath, opening up that left side of the body, just seeing what's there. So notice we're going to really focus in on the body today because it's going to be our point of focus, our awareness, but also notice if there is thought about it. That would be of the ego created mind. If we want to let go of that and just perceive, inhale, come up, exhale, float that hand down, inhale, right arm up, relaxing the shoulder, being fully present as you exhale over to the left, and just feel the right side. Breathe in, release as you exhale. Notice the sensation, allow that to draw your attention. Here we're allowing our focus to go inward. In the moment, though, what is, not what will be or what was, but here, present. Inhale, come all the way back up, and we're going to twist. So twisting to the left, left hand behind, right hand on that thigh, lengthen the spine, and keeping the pelvis steady, spiraling to the right, gazing over the right shoulder, left, I'm sorry, we're twisting to the left, left shoulder, lengthening the spine fully upwards as you exhale, gazing behind. So even here, we're shifting our perspective. So if we know we're looking behind, soften the gaze, expand to the edge of your periphery of your vision. Take in more. So we have part of our vision inside and part aware around us. And then inhale, face back forward, switch the cross, and we're going to go to the right. So right hand behind, left hand on that thigh, lengthen the spine, spiraling to the left now. And notice this vision is also different. As we expand and soften our gaze, taking in the earth, the sky, everything to the sides of our vision, not just what's in front, or even the experience of the twist within the body, taking it all in. And then inhale, face back forward, and switch to all fours, hands and knees. So coming to all fours, we're going to do an extended cat-cow. So take the left leg back behind you, toes on the ground, right arm out in front, and just soften the shoulder blades, but keep the fullness of the waistline, and lift the back knee as the belly button stays in towards the spine. So here we're adding some balance in, And then here's some coordinated cross-body action. So this helps balance right and left brain. So as you inhale, bend the elbow and knee, bringing them together in the center. And as you exhale, extend, looking forward. So inhale, hugging in. Exhale, expanding out. So just like our vision, we want to stay focused inward, but also receiving input from around. We can gain information from inside, and also it's a reflection of what's outside. Come back to all fours. Take the right leg behind, left arm out in front, keeping the belly button up, tailbone towards that leg, balancing, and then moving, coordinating movement. Inhale, elbow and knee in. Exhale, expanding out. And enjoying the flow of movement in and out. One last time, bringing balance and back to all fours. So bringing a pause into an extended child's pose, take the knees wide, bring the hips back to the heels, stretching the arms out in front. A nice good morning to the shoulders, but allow the forehead to rest on the earth. So here physically we're touching the outer part of where that third eye is. And yet that sixth chakra is in the center of the head. And just imagine the old programs that no longer serve you, just returning back to the earth here. And with that, there's more ease and peace, so the heart can soften more into the moment. And just breathe here, full waves of breath from the pelvic floor all the way to the shoulder blades, fully aware of the heaviness of the body, the relaxing of the heart as the mind quiets into this moment. This is a very earthy pose, a good one to tune in, give space to just being. And then slowly on an inhale, come back to all fours, bringing the knees right underneath the pelvis. And from here, soften the heart with the arms straight, so shoulder blades on the back. So you're just resting, supported on the arms. And from here, a down dog, lifting the hips up and just walk out the dog, one leg straight, then the other. And breathing, nice long breaths, noticing where the stretch is, your awareness goes there. And then as you inhale, swing the left foot forward. So you're in a nice lunge. Make sure the knee is right over the ankle. A little hello in the right hip flexor as your spine lengthens. Now in this, place the back knee on the ground. And if you place your right hand fingertips away from the foot, exhale, twist to the left, left arm up, shifting the gaze up towards the sky, but keep your front knee right over the ankle. Nice, long, deep breath, shoulder blades on the back, shifting the gaze to the sky. And then as you exhale, float the top hand down, make sure back knees off the ground, inhale, rock forward, and pour out into your forward fold. So here, letting go of all the tension. So as the mind stays fully in the moment, maybe feel your feet and the hands on the ground, Or if your hands don't touch the ground, maybe on your legs. But just feel the sensation and allow that to pull your awareness right into the moment. And let go of all the tension. Shake the head so there's no tension in neck and shoulders as you're fully present. As you root down through the legs a little stronger, inhale, rise up, reaching up for the sky. And as you exhale, floating the hands back to the heart center in Anjali Mudra. So we're going to flow to the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Lengthen the spine as you exhale. Take the left foot way back into a lunge. Here you can keep the knee up or down depending on what you did on the other side. But here your left hand comes down, fingertips pointing. Exhale, twist to the right and shift the gaze up towards the sky again. So part of the awareness experiences the sensations in the body. Just experiencing, not judging. And then shifting the gaze up towards the sky. There's a lightness. And then exhale, float that top hand down. Inhale, rock forward, forward fold, pouring out, releasing. Bringing the spine back to neutral. All the spinal muscles come back to neutral after being opened up a little bit from both twist sides. Rooting down, inhale, rise up, reaching up for the sky. And exhale, floating the hands back to the heart center. So we're going to go a little bit more heating here with some flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Half sun salutations here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, right foot back. Here, upright lunge. So if you need, you can have the back knee on the ground for more ease if you'd like, more balance. Otherwise, come upright, hands to the hips. So make sure as you feel the hips, they're even. So if you pull the feet towards each other, feel how the right hip comes even. Belly button in, tailbone rooting, and then inhale the arms up. Shoulder blades relax, being fully in the moment. So here, a warrior one pose. If you'd like to rotate the back heel down, you can, or keep the heel up for more ease in the knees. So from the warrior, so warrior, right? The peaceful spiritual warrior, all right? Our awareness is fully in the moment. We're at ease in the body. We're at ease knowing that the divine's got our back. And then on your exhale, float the fingertips down onto earth or blocks and straighten the front leg, Parsvottanasana. So both legs are straight, or the back knee can be on the ground with the leg straight. Then your foot would be flexed. But each inhale, let the spine lengthen. Heart extends forward. The exhale, you melt a little deeper. So usually the hamstrings here are what is calling your attention. So allow it to be an easeful calling, not a painful, excruciating experience, which will tighten your body. Here, allow for the experience and just breathe into it. And then on your next inhale, bend the front knee, rock forward, forward fold, and pour out. Once again, all the tension, releasing and rooting down through the legs. Inhale, rise up, reaching up for the sky. And exhale, floating the hands to the heart center. I'm going to flow to the other side. Half sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Heart leading. Awareness fully present. Lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, left foot back into your lunge. And if you had the knee down before, feel free to do so otherwise, and then come to an upright lunge. So hands to the hips so you can feel the pelvis. Pull the feet towards each other so that the hips are lined up, waistline back, tailbone rooting, and then inhale, arms up, relaxing the shoulder blades, and either keep the heel up for more ease in the knee and a challenge in balance, or rotate the back heel down for the more traditional warrior one. So keeping that awareness. So you're gazing forward here. Expand your gaze. Take into your awareness the earth, the sky, everything in the peripheral of your vision. And keeping the breath, still noticing the sensations of strengthening and stretch in the hip flexor. The shoulder blades are relaxed because this is a peaceful, easeful warrior pose. And then as you exhale, float the hands down, straighten the front leg, Parsvottanasana. So here the back heel is down, and melt. If you had the knee on the ground, you can do this with the back knee on the ground, legs straight, foot more flexed then. And stay with even breaths and only going to that place that feels good in your hamstring. If your face is soft and your mind can stay fully present and at ease, then that's perfect. If there's resistance, you can't wait to get out, then back out of the pose a little. When the body is in fear of injury, right? Everything tightens, and that brings more power to the ego mind. As we come out, bend the front knee, rock the back foot forward, and into your forward fold once again. As you pour out all the tension of thoughts of past and future, all dissolve into the moment, the still pond of the mind. As you root down through the legs, inhale, rise up, reaching up for the sky. And exhale, floating the hands to the heart center. Let's take the legs wide. And we're going to go warrior two. So today we're going to be doing all three warrior poses. So rotate the left foot to the left with the hips open. Inhale the arms out to the side, relaxing the shoulder blades because again, spiritual warrior, now warrior two. Without shifting the position of the torso, just bend the left knee. So now our whole torso is lined right over the pelvis. And as the tailbone roots, the spine rises with that mula bandha. And we gently twist the gaze to the left. And again, softening that gaze, seeing earth, sky, everything to the right and the left of us. Also, you may be aware of the front thigh, that left thigh working, inner thigh stretching, keeping the breath, awareness there. And yet also awareness around. And that there's ease, perfection, and what is, strengthening, stretching, being, breathing. As you inhale, straighten that leg, hands to the hips, pivot left, then right. And with the torso right over the pelvis staying there, inhale, arms up, relaxing the shoulder blades, bend the right knee without shifting the torso, and then gently gaze to your right. Expand your awareness. Take it all in. No judgment, just awareness, trusting the divine's got your back, trusting the spirit within to guide you to ease, to peace. Rooting down through the legs. Inhale, straighten. Hands to the hips, both feet parallel. And as you exhale, bend at the hip creases, pouring out all the old fearful thoughts here. Imagine them all pouring out into that quiet mind, the still pond of the mind here. It's like your spine is a waterfall, cleansing all the old and leaving the mind quiet, at peace. And straighten the arms, soften the knees, heel toe, the feet in towards each other. Rooting down through the legs. Inhale, rise up, reaching up to the sky. And exhale, floating the hands to the heart center. So we're going to go into our warrior 3 pose. So a little more on the challenge side. I'm going to do this to the side just to see better. So come to the front of your mat. And here, with the belly button standing in Tadasana, belly button in, tailbone rooting, begin standing on your right leg and take the left toes behind. So here, our body, torso and back leg is a plank. Your right leg is the fulcrum, and start to teeter-totter into the warrior 2 with the hands on the hips here. So just with the hands on the hips, becoming aware of the pelvis, keeping it parallel with the earth. And on your inhale, teeter-totter back up. Of course, you can always use a wall or a chair to help with your balance. We're going to go to the other side. So hands to the pelvis, elbows pointed back. Take your right toes behind. Line up torso with that leg. Strong stability in that left leg as you teeter-totter into modified warrior 3 here. Balancing. Deep, long breaths. And inhale, teeter-totter back up to center. And with both legs on the earth, play with closing the eyes, feeling the stability of both feet on the ground. You might notice also a little grounding from balancing. The attempt at balancing can help us ground into the present moment. All right. So from that, we're going to flow. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Lengthen the spine. And now as you exhale, take your right foot back. And this time bring the back knee onto the ground. So we're going to have a little more stability now as you come upright. So coming upright, hands to the hips, hips forward. So you should feel a nice stretch in the hip flexor, but belly buttons in, tailbone rooting. So this gives that nice hello in that right. Now as you inhale, arms up, relaxing the shoulder blades, but now we're going to take this a little more heart open warrior. So this is the loving warrior, the loving peaceful warrior. So head and arms moving back, shoulder blades relaxed down the back, heart lifting. So we're shifting our gaze up to the sky, the expansive quality of sky, opening the whole front of our body here. Deep in, long out. If you feel discomfort in your neck, place your hand, one hand behind the head, and press the head into the hand, having a nice support for the neck. Now, round down, fingertips to the earth, and straighten the front leg. This time, flex the foot. Use blocks if you need so that you feel ease in the calf and hamstring stretch as you pour out over the hamstring. A little counterbalance for that back bend. Let each inhale lengthen the spine. The exhale, maybe melting a little deeper. So here we're going inward, but allow this inward stretch to be easeful. Don't push. Breathe into it, lengthening the spine, keeping the muscles engaged by pressing the heel down and pulling it in towards the hip. Keeps the hamstring engaged, flexing the foot, keeps the calf muscle open, and working. Good. And gently bend that knee. Take that knee back and come into a down dog just to feel a little asymmetry on the two sides. Breathing here. And then when you're ready, swing the right foot forward, back knee comes onto the earth. So here, keep the hips forward, and then you can walk the torso upright. So belly button in, tailbone rooting down. Start with the hands on the hips, feeling that they are lined up. And then inhale the arms up, relaxing the shoulder blades down the back. And add that little more open front body, head and arms back, shoulder blades relaxed. And again, if you feel discomfort in the neck, place the other hand to the back of the head, pressing the head back, letting the heart and that elbow extend up towards the sky, gazing to that expansive vision of the sky above, fully supported by the earth and the body. The divine's got your back. Open up. And rounding down, fingertips to the earth, straighten the front leg, foot flexed. As you press the heel down, pull in, lengthening the spine, and exhale, extend out and over. Going inward here now, more connecting to the experience of body, an inner vision, without judgment. So if you're tighter and your pose doesn't look like mine, it's perfect. It's where you are. Let go of those thoughts and beliefs about how tight you are or how you should be. Let it go. Release it. Be just present with the experience. And slowly placing the hands, take that foot back, all tabletop once again with the heart soft, and back to down dog. I'm going to move into pigeon. So here, slide your left knee forward. Right leg stays straight back. Now, if this is just have discomfort for your knee, you can take a pillow and you can place it underneath that left hip. So that'll give you a little more support and less pressure on your knee. Or you can do eye of the needle if that's better for you. If you want more, take that left foot more forward. Either way, pull that left hip back and let the spine lengthen forward. So that effort, that action you want to maintain. And then it's just both hips melting towards the earth as you exhale. You might re-engage, get more lined up with each inhale. Keeping that engagement will keep those muscles safe to open. Keeping your left foot active will also help protect your knee, stabilize it. If you'd like to go deeper, you can take your forearms down to the ground. That's too much. Stay with the arms straight, but lengthen the spine. Everyone can lengthen the spine to the point where you could still smile at whatever's going on in your left hip. Begin to straighten the arms, hands right underneath the shoulders, tuck the back toe under and down dog. Breathing in your down dog. You might notice a little asymmetry. It's okay. And as you inhale, swing your right knee forward and mirror. So if you used a pillow, use a pillow or block on this side. If you had your foot forward, use the same. So depending on which side holds more tension, it may be a little more intense. So just breathe into it each exhale, allowing the hips symmetrically to come down. The inhale, you're inviting more symmetry by pulling the right hip back, spine lengthening out of the pelvis. And each exhale, maybe let go of some of that tension. So it's the mind and the beliefs that hold the tension in our body. So as we let go of the ego hold of that part of the mind, just allow the body to respond with easeful opening. And then if you wanted to go deeper, if you did on the other side, bring the forearms down or stay where you were. You may notice how one side is going to be tighter than the other. It's okay. Just allow for either the more ease or the more intensity. Any thoughts that approach, just let them go as you exhale and notice how your body responds, especially if you would actually even add, those thoughts are not mine. They're just the ego-based programming that you've accepted over the years. I mean, we have accepted it. We have made a choice that it's true, but we can let it go. Since we put it in there, we can let it out, let it go, release it. Okay, we're gonna go back into our down dog. So tuck the back toes under and lift the hips up, down dog. All right, we're gonna do one more round. So swing the left knee back forward. And this time we're going to still line up the same. So pull that left hip back, but we're going to take a twist. So we're going to bring that right forearm right in front, underneath the shoulder, underneath the top of the chest. And here, take the left thumb into the hip crease. So as you press the left hip straight back, lengthen the spine. So this just reminds those hips to stay grounded as you begin to twist to the left. And here you may feel a little more intensity in that left hip, so only go to the place that is easeful. So you may feel a little different twists, be aware of that. Now keeping the hips where it is, if you want to go more, bend the back knee and take a hold of that foot if available. You can stay in the other version just with a twist if that's intense enough. Nice, full, deep, long breaths. Here. You might have a lot of your awareness in the sensations that's going on in the body, but see if you can soften and expand the gaze also around. And then release the foot Take the hands back underneath the shoulders, down dog. And you'll feel a little asymmetry. So tune in, experience what is. On your inhale, swing the right knee forward and go to this side. So pull that right hip back, spine long. Place the left forearm on the ground. Here, you can come into the right thumb into that hip crease, lengthening. Of course, your pillow can be under the thigh for more ease as you twist. Nice, full, long, deep breaths in, long breaths out. And then bending the back knee, take a hold of that foot if available. Lengthen, keep the spine long as you twist. And gently release that foot, placing the hands underneath the shoulders, back toes tucked under, down dog. And with the knees down on the ground, we're going to go into Hanumanasana, or here a variation of splits. So there's a different levels. I like being off my sticky mat when I do this because I can extend my leg more easily forward. So I take the left leg out in front. And where we were earlier with that forward fold, you can stay here or slide that leg forward to the point that is acceptable stretch. So you'll feel it in your hamstring and hip flexor when you're more upright. And here you could have blocks underneath your hands to help you be more upright. So you're feeling it in both hamstrings and hip flexors. And make sure you're at the point where you could still smile, that it wasn't too intense. Nice, full, deep breaths. And as you inhale, pull that leg back, come to all fours, and we're going to swing to the other side. So take the right leg forward. Again, foot is flexed, hugging in so the hamstring's still engaged, staying here, or maybe coming a little forward or a lot forward, depending on what your body is telling you is acceptable. Wherever you are, trying to be as upright as possible. So if you're a little tighter, having blocks underneath your hands can help. Sometimes the intensity of these poses tightens the body. Notice if you're holding tension in the shoulders from intensity. And if it is, then relax it or back out of the pose a little. You might notice one side was easier than the other. And then as you inhale, pull that leg back. Let's come all the way into an extended child's pose. So a lot of open hip work there, reaching the arms out in front, allowing the forehead to relax onto the earth. And just notice if this extended child's pose is different than the first one you did. Pour out any thoughts and allow the body to respond by relaxing and releasing into this moment, this pose, very earthy. And then slowly help yourself back up. And here, take the legs wide. So inner thigh under as you pull the buttocks flesh out. Fingertips behind, and allow that to help lengthen the spine. So you're lining your head right over the heart, right over the pelvis. So you may already feel some opening in your inner thigh and your hamstring, and that might be plenty, and you stay here. If you want a little more, take the hands in front so that it can support your back, support your torso as you come and extend forward. So just going to the place that you feel the good stretch, a yummy stretch, not excruciating stretch in your inner thighs and hamstrings. And maybe on the exhale, invite it to release. Now, that doesn't mean you're releasing the engagement. The engagement's still there. The heels are pressing down. There's a gentle hugging in towards the pelvis. The spine is extending. And then the exhale, you're melting. Just go to the place where you can still breathe. This can be an intense position, so just allow. It will focus the mind into the moment, but let go of any thoughts about your tightness, about anything of past or future. Just let it release. And then on your inhale, help yourself to come back to neutral and help your left knee to bend using your hand. Bring that heel in towards the groin. So here, we're going to do some side stretch. So twist the chest towards that bent knee, the left knee. Take the right arm alongside the straight leg, and then inhale the left arm up, relaxing that shoulder blade. Both arms extend towards the right foot. So opening up the left side of the body here. Nice fluid breath. So a lot deeper now than what we did at the very beginning sitting. Nice, long, deep breaths. Feeling that left side without judgment, just allowing the mind to, the awareness to stay present in. That's what we call yoga, is a moving meditation. The sensations of stretch and strengthening helps to focus the mind into the present moment in the body. So we're using the body as a form of focus for our awareness. So meditation. As you inhale, come back up and take that hand diagonally back behind you. A low wild thing. Lift the hips and swing the other arm alongside the head, looking behind, opening up the front of the body. Little counter pose here. And as you exhale, float the hips back to the earth. Now we're going to switch, going to the other side. So straighten the left leg, bend the right. Okay. Twist the chest towards that bent knee, the right one. Left arm stays alongside the left leg as you inhale the right arm up, relaxing the shoulder blades, and exhale, extending over towards the foot. Nice, deep, long breath. Deep in, long out. Opening up the right side. Notice if this side's looser or tighter. Not with judgment, but just notice. Be aware. On your inhale, come all the way up. Take the hand diagonally behind you. Lift the hips. Swing the right leg, right arm alongside the head. Left arm around alongside the head. Breathing. Opening up the front of the body here one more time. And then exhale. Bring the buttocks back to the earth. Help the knee to bend and make your way all the way to the earth. So coming onto your back. And here starting with the knees bent. Invite the buttocks flesh up and out so that as you now straighten your legs one at a time, the thighs come down onto the earth. Okay? The legs are engaged here. And as you inhale, bring the left knee into the chest. And we're going to do some pulsing with breath. So movement with breath. So as you exhale, straighten that leg, left one. Inhale, bend it, and see if you can get that knee a little closer to the chest. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. And maybe getting a little closer. Exhale, straighten. And then bend. And now hug that thigh with your arms, holding as close to the knee as you can, and slowly straighten that leg. So this is a lying down Hanuman. Now you may not straighten your leg all the way, and that's okay. You're just straightening it as much as you can, holding that thigh against your chest. So it's a slightly different hamstring stretch. So sleeping Hanuman, I call this. So here, dreaming, Hanuman jumped from India to Sri Lanka to save the Princess Sita. So here we're dreaming. Hanuman's dreaming. Bend the knee. Bring the knee right in line with the pubic bone. And take your right hand on the outside. Left arm goes onto the earth. We're going to go into a twist here, taking the knee across the body to a point that's comfortable for you. Shoulder blades on the ground. Nice long deep breaths. And then as you inhale, bring the knee back up through the center. Bend both knees, big feet on the ground, and invite the buttocks flesh up and out again, bringing one leg at a time to the ground, to the thighs can stay connected. So now with the left thigh on the ground, bend the right knee in comfortably. Hold the hamstring of that leg, and then exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend, so you can get a little closer. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Closer, exhale, straighten. And bend. So now it should be closer. Take and hold the elbow, or as close as you can, and straighten as much as you can with that support of thigh up against the belly. Nice, deep, long breaths. And then bend the knee, lining the pubic bone up with the knee. Exhale the knee across the body into a twist. Nice, long, deep breaths, deep in, long out. And then bring the knee back to the center. Bend both knees so that you're nicely aligned, hips and shoulders, and come into a happy baby. So taking the ankles right above the knees, holding the little toe side of the feet. Invite the knees a little closer to the earth. Nice, long, fluid breaths. And just tune into the sensations of the body. Letting go of the random thoughts that pop in. Beauty here is the sensation in the body will easily move you into the moment. And then start to straighten the legs as much as they can. Maybe it's only a little, maybe it's all the way, doesn't matter. Just go into that little bit deeper stretch. Keep the buttocks as much to the earth as you can. And keep the breath deep and long. We have that Ujjayi breath that also helps to focus the mind. Then as you bend the knees, hug your legs with your arms. You could rock from side to side if that feels good, or just a steady hug, embracing and honoring all of the work that the body just did to help focus the mind in the present moment. And now we'll be doing the ultimate Shavasana, the meditation of letting go of our attachment to the body. So take the legs out as wide as the mat, arms away from the body, comfortably away, palms up. And here we're letting go of the exhale. With every breath, we're letting go of breath. We're letting go of the body also. So you might start with a little rocking in the hips, see where you might be holding tension in belly, hips, and legs, and let it rock out. And then do the same, gentle shaking of the head from side to side. See if you're holding tension in shoulders and neck. And just to let all of that tension melt out the arms, back into the earth. So let every exhale release even more of the holdings of the body. So Shavasana means corpse pose. And here's just the practice of letting go of your attachment to the body, our association with the body, which brings in that fear-based ego programs. So we're letting that all go. So as we let go of the body, we let go of the perspectives of the ego, and we drop our awareness here. Let's bring it into the third eye today. So into our awareness of our eyelids. So we're going to start there. So with the eyes relaxed, the jaw slightly ajar, so the forehead also is completely relaxed. Bring the awareness to your eyelids. So here you may become aware of a play of light, kind of like the TV not hooked up to the cable, fuzzy, or there may start to be a tuning of light, like a flashlight in the center. Doesn't matter if it's there or not. Light can be white or reddish or black or of a different color. But just keep your awareness. Whatever goes on, it's unimportant. Just stay in awareness of the eyelids and the play that goes on there. Not judging, just watching. And this may be just where you stay as a light can start to focus. You might notice an easeful shift upward towards where your middle of your eyebrows, the center, which is the third eye. If that's uncomfortable, just stay with the eyelid focus. If thoughts arise, you can just say, that's not me. I am spirit. Coming back to the third eye. I am peace. I am awareness. I am one with the mind of the divine. When the ego mind pulls your awareness to past or future, just exhale, release, releasing with body. Notice as you exhale that thought, the body relaxes even deeper. That's your practice. Coming back to the third eye or your eyelids. You're right to see a higher truth here. Letting go of the illusion of the ego mind that's fear-based. Notice the heaviness of the body, fully connected to the earth. Maybe a little quieter mind, centered at ease and peace. And just begin to take a full wave of breath, deep, starting at the pelvic floor, letting it rise up to the top of the shoulders. Let the breath pour out long. So just an easeful wave of breath here, soothing the nervous system. And then little movements back to fingers and toes. Stretching the body however it desires. And then bend your knees and roll to the right into a fetal position and take a breath here. Deep in, long out. And then slowly helping you with your hands to bring yourself to a comfortable seat using a block or pillow to sit on so that your body doesn't have to effort to stay in an upright position. So lining the whole spine over the pelvis so that it doesn't have to work. So the head is right lined up with the heart, which is lined up with the pelvis. And just as you close your eyes, feel the support of the earth supporting the body fully. You might notice it's a little heavier than when we first sat down. This is its natural earthiness. The feeling here of that of stability and security, the right to just be. And then that helps to quiet the ego mind when the physical body feels stable. And with maybe a little more connection to heart, third eye, our right to see a higher truth, an expanded vision that we are spirit, one with the divine, an extension of the love of the divine. Spirit can fully awaken to that truth. And the outside world just reflects that. So just staying for a moment with a connection to the third eye lined up with the heart, lined up with the pelvis. Taking easeful, long breaths, staying in this quiet space of ease. Ease of body, ease of mind, as we connect to who we truly are, spirit. Any thoughts contrary to this, let it go and drop back into an awareness of spirit, of ease, of peace, of presence. Your awareness right in this moment in the body. Placing the hands at the heart center in Anjali Mudra. May everyone everywhere Find the peace within the moment, the now. Namaste. Thank you very much for being here and being aware, being present.